One thing about stagnant growth is that you don't actually realize your hair hasn't grown past a certain level because you're actually consistent with your routine. You're doing everything you're meant to do. So I'm going to be sharing those little things that actually make a huge difference in your length retention and how to break out of that stagnant growth jail because I've been there for so many years. The first thing I would say is to identify your problem. There's always going to be a problem or the reason why your hair is actually stagnant, and for me it was actually my ends. I realized I was holding on to damaged ends. I was holding on to my length. I was so focused on length rather than focusing on the health of my hair. One thing about your hair is that if it's healthy, it's going to grow, you're going to retain length. And because my ends were damaged, it was causing so much breakage, and that played a part in me having stagnant growth. So I decided to cut everything off and start fresh, and it was one of the best decisions I made because my hair started thriving so much better when I decided to get that cut, and my hair is doing so much better, and I'm being able to retain more length compared to my hair before. Another thing I started doing was to track my progress. I made sure to take videos, pictures, whatever I could do to keep myself motivated, because you won't notice your hair is growing until you look at old pictures or old videos. And this really helped me to track my progress in seeing how long it takes for my hair to grow, how I'm retaining length for that year. Every month I'm always taking a video, and this also helps, like, my channel helps for me to track my progress, and I've definitely seen so much progress in my length retention and me retaining more length and just breaking out of that stagnant growth jail, and it was so helpful and so motivating to do this. Another very important thing I started doing was actually making my own products. I found this so satisfying to know, like, I know what I'm putting on my hair. I did so much research on different herbs, things I can add to my hair that will make my hair so much better, give my hair strength, thickness, nutrients, because my hair was breaking a lot. So I decided to do research on things I can do, making hair growth oil, making teas, herbs like rains. I was so motivated to finding things that actually work well for my hair, and I was not hard on myself because you definitely make mistakes along the way. So I was very particular about trying new things, tracking it, seeing how it works well for me, and trying other things. So this is also something that I found very helpful, making my own oils myself. Like, the first thing I did was to actually start making my own oils, and there were so many ways I incorporated it in my routine, using it as a pre-poo, in my conditioner, in my protein treatment, in my hot oil massage. There are so many ways you can use this oil, and I always recommend you making your own oils yourself because there are so many benefits, and you can add whatever herbs you want. And also you can go ahead to also making like tea rains. There are some tea rains that I really stand by, and they've worked well for my hair. In summary, incorporating treatment in your routine is something I highly recommend, and I suggest you do your research on this. And also just trying things out and seeing how it works well for your hair is very important, because when it comes to hair, it's basically your trial, like trial and error, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. You can always correct them. This is one very important thing, because I was very consistent with my routine, my treatment, everything, but I still noticed my hair wasn't growing, and that was because of the protective hairstyle I was doing. I was using extensions, doing braids, and I'm also changing my hairstyle every month. So I started doing long-term protective hairstyles without extensions, and my hair is doing so well. When I tell you that focusing on your protective hairstyle actually makes a huge difference, it's actually true. So most of the reasons, like one of the major reasons why your hair is probably stagnant, is because you're doing the wrong protective hairstyle for your type of hair. So try and know what type of hair you have, whether you have fine hair or thick hair. It really helped me to pick protective hairstyle that worked well for my type of hair. And trust me, twist, braids, they are my go-to now. And just to add that you should keep it long term. I've spoken about routine before and how I was consistent with my routine but still had stagnant growth. Like, your routine is very important, but at the same time, if you're not doing your routine, you're going to add more damage to your hair. So imagine you're doing your routine and you're still getting stagnant growth. Just imagine that you don't do your routine, and just imagine what your hair would be like. It will probably be way worse. So make sure you have a good routine, and not just having a good routine, you are consistent with that routine. I would always say have a routine for every single week. So when it comes to my routine, I wash my hair twice in a month, and I do my moisture routine twice in a month. So basically I have a routine I'm doing every single week, which is very important because natural hair thrives on routine, it thrives on moisture. And one thing about your routine is basically like a moisture routine. That's the simple fact. Like your routine shouldn't be something complicated. My routine is very, very simple. When it comes to my moisture routine, I always go in with my deep conditioner, a treatment, then my moisture routine, which is basically my leave-in conditioner, my oils, and my cream, which is shea butter. Like I keep my routine so simple. That's one thing about natural hair. It's not complicated. The only thing is when it comes to your routine is finding products that work well for your hair. That's where hair porosity comes in. You need to know your hair porosity so I can pick products that work well for your hair. What I mean by porosity is basically how your hair retains moisture and how it absorbs moisture. So it's very important for you to know your hair porosity so you can pick products that would work well for you. You need to have products that work well for your hair because moisture is very important, and just be consistent. It's not complicated. I've spoken about treatment. Incorporating treatment also helps in you adding more benefits to your hair. Like you need to add something else to your hair apart from like your normal routine. So have a good routine and be consistent. It's that easy. It's nothing complicated, and trust me, it would actually do you so much good. One major thing I actually started doing was that I focused more on my length retention than hair growth oils or treatments. One thing you should realize is that they won't work if you're still over manipulating your hair, which is causing breakage. So just imagine you're consistent with your routine, you're doing your treatment, you're using your hair growth oil, but you're still changing your hairstyle every 2 weeks, every month. You're over manipulating your hair, causing more breakage, and your hair doesn't grow so much. Your hair grows like an inch or half an inch every month. So you're losing more hair than you are growing hair. So that is the reason why your hair is stagnant. So I started focusing on length retention than getting hair growth oils. Or like they don't actually work if you're not doing something to your hair other than just applying oils and treatments. You need to actually do something else, which is focusing on length retention, reducing that tension on your scalp, reducing that over manipulation. Once you cut down on your breakage, you see yourself retaining more length. That's why I mentioned my protective hairstyle, keeping it long term. I keep my protective hairstyle for 3 months. I don't do anything, like I don't take down my braids or my twist. I leave it in for 3 months. I'm still doing my routine, like I still wash my hair, do my moisture routine every week, but I'm not taking down my hair. So my hair is left alone and I'm retaining more length. If you think about it, if I'm taking my hair down every month, my hair is breaking. Because one thing about natural hair, no matter how careful you are, if you're taking down your hair, you're going to experience breakage. Like I don't care what anybody says, you're still going to experience breakage because of how curly our hair is. You can get tangled, you can get single strand knots. So trying to prevent that by keeping your hair long term, it's something you should actually try. Like I did it last year and that's how I was able to retain length. Like I doubled my length retention for that year compared to like being natural for a very long time. I've never experienced that much length retention and I'm currently still doing it. Like it's a challenge I do on my channel where I document every single thing I'm doing to keep you updated on my 3 month challenge so that I can get updates and get motivated to continue in this challenge. Like if you have any questions concerning my challenge, just subscribe, leave a comment so I can watch like my previous videos and get updates on when I post concerning. But that is one major thing that I would say, like focus on length retention than oils. Like you can focus on oils and treatments when you've been able to hack your length retention. That's one thing I would say. In summary, I'm just going to say change your mindset in how you look at things. If your hair isn't getting past a certain level, just try and find a solution. Look for the problem and find a solution. There's a reason why your hair is actually not growing past that certain length because everybody's hair is growing. You just need to find a way for you to maximize your hair growth and retain more length. And I would also say patience is key because when it comes to natural hair, it takes a while for you to actually start seeing results, and you would even notice your result because of our hair shrinks. And if you're not doing regular length checks or doing videos or like tracking your progress, like you're intentionally tracking your progress, you won't even notice your hair is growing or you're retaining more length. So try and be patient, and trust me, just be consistent, find a solution, fix that problem, and your hair will be thriving. Because before I started taking care of my hair previously, because I've been natural my whole life, I've never relaxed my hair. I've cut my hair along the way, like cut, but I've been natural my whole life, and my hair has been stagnant right from when I was in like high school up to uni. Then I started becoming intentional about my hair from university up to this point. I saw a lot of change to my hair when I started being consistent, but all of a sudden my hair didn't grow past a certain level, and I realized that, oh, this was the problem, fixed it, and now my hair is thriving. So just find that problem and find a solution to it, and that's all I'm going to say in this video. I really hope it was helpful. If you have any questions or any issues, just leave that in the comment section. I will answer all your questions, and that is going to be all for this video. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.